Hello everybody, this is Hodag and welcome to Empyrion, Galactic Survival, Episode 7 I believe. We are looking in front of us. As soon as the moon's light comes out here, you can see to the left a little bit some weird, very weird structure. That I believe is the MS Titan front part, probably. And then to our right is the crashed MS Titan mid part. And we are over here for one reason and one reason only. We don't have enough sathium, however you say it, to make another Gatling gun or whatever guns and things that we need to build our small vessel. And that is entirely what today is all about. So, there's only a few things left on this planet that we could explore. And these are one of the two things. There's also one more Epsilon outpost and maybe some other villages or something like that, excuse me. But what we're going to be doing today here is getting into this thing. And there's not even a drone here, so I don't think there's anything here. But we're going to go at it. We're going to probably turn our guns on... Where's it at? Gatling. Turret. Minigun turret. Shoot at the core. Come on. Is there a core? Yeah, there's a core, and it looks to be right in... Where are you shooting? It looks to be very central, actually. Okay, that's where I gotta get to. Maybe if I go around the other side. Ooh, it's shooting like right into this back part here. So that's where I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go ahead, turn my turret off probably, and try to get into that area right there and find the core and replace it. Well, you guys, I stopped recording for a second there because I was like, man, it might be hours until I find the core. And then I hopped through here and, hey, look, it's the core. So what we're going to do here, where's my cores? Right there. All right. This is going to be pretty quick and easy, as long as it doesn't glitch out like it did previously when we were over at the abandoned mine shaft, and it didn't. Good. Let's place our core in the same spot, you know, for consistency. And push P. Oh, we're not really on the structure, are we, I guess? Let's get on the structure. Let's get right up here. Come on. Okay, P. What do we got in this thing? Fuel tank missing, generator missing, a lot of stuff missing. Cargo, oh my gosh, how many cargo boxes? There's gotta be some good stuff. Tons of lights. Some giant thrusters, which I will definitely take. Some RCSs, which I'm going to try to find. Oh my gosh, look at all the thrusters. That's going to be some good stuff. Possibly even some ore that we need from building these things. So we're definitely going to be grabbing those and disassembling them probably. Yeah, I think so. We might check the constructor first and see what's in those, but let's see what we get here. Come on, give me some good stuff. That's not great stuff. Okay, POI 2. That is just also kind of a bunch of junk. Okay, third one. Nothing that I don't have yet. I don't already have, I mean. No, I don't need more of that. I need more. Last one. Come on. Enter. And a bunch of junk. Well, there is the other MS part, the other MS Titan we could still search. In fact, let's go over there right now and search it. Well, I'm having much more trouble locating the core of this part of the ship. I did go through all these containers and got a whole bunch of diddly squat. That means nothing. Okay. I've also gone ahead and... I never checked to see if this place had a core. What if I push P? Nothing. Can I just place my core? No, I can't. So it has a core. I just can't find it. Dang it. I haven't gone through all these. I gotta drill through them, so I figured I'd come bring you guys back and... maybe we'll be really lucky and get something good here on camera. Oops, sorry. But, let's see. We got a little bit more drilling to do, and I just wanted to say that it's kind of ironic here that I'm searching desperately to find just like 3 or 4 ingots of sathium, because we're doing this to get a weapon that's going to allow us then to put in our vehicle to go to the moon. And when we get to the moon, there are deposits of sathium. Still nothing. There are deposits of sathium on the moon that are going to get me thousands of sathium in like an instant, in no time at all. So the fact that I can't find even like 3 ingots right now, it's a little bit sad. And I also want to say to Howitzer Octavius, if you are watching this and you're like, man, Hodag's mining out everything on the planet, there's nothing else left for us. Yeah, I know. I know. And I wish you guys were able to play a little bit more with me and do some of this stuff, because it is more fun with other people, obviously. But what I'm going to do, because I am mining that stuff out, I'm going to leave a large amount of neodymium and some of the other rare stuff on the planet, probably at one of these outposts that we just uncovered the other night during the live stream. I'll leave it there so you guys will at least have the basic ores to build your small vessel, to build your capital vessel, whatever you need, at least in order to get to the moon. Come on! And then when you get to the moon, you can go ahead and mine all the rest of them, or you can fly your capital vessel to other planets that I haven't been to, because there are a lot of planets, and you will probably beat me to some of them, but it looks like we're out of luck here again. So there could be more cargo things on this part of the MS Titan. However, we're going to abandon this idea because there's a village right there. And the reason that Howitzer has tons of Sathium right now, and by the tons I mean like 40-ish, is because we found a village and raided it with him on a live stream, and he got like 48 ingots from a village. So I'm going to cross my fingers and go to this village and try to get my Sathium there. Okay, as it turns out, I had basically already raided that one and forgot that I had done so. So I am here at what I believe is the very last... Ah! Flip! Right yourself, ship. Right yourself. Yes, okay, this one has not been raided, and I believe it's one of the last ones that hasn't. So I'm going to get in there, I'm going to try things out, I'm going to check things out, we're going to see if there's some Sathium. Cross your fingers, please. You are now listening to Sad Hodag. As there's only one more place that could have it on the planet, and I don't want to take that away from these other guys. I haven't gone anywhere near these two places here. This one's going to shred our face, so it's going to be fun to do together, and I'm going to wait. But I think what I'm going to do for now is I'm going to rush over to the east a bit here, to Howitzer's base. I'm going to take just the few ingots that I need of Sathium. Once I get to the moon, I'm going to bring him back about 100 to replace those. At least 100. And I hope he's okay with that. If not, Howitzer, I'm sorry, man. But, I gotta go to the moon, man. You know, I can't be here on Akua forever. But I will replace that stuff, for sure, so that you can, definitely have your fun. But, let's go grab that stuff, jump into the testing world, and start designing this small vessel. So, turns out after all that time, I was looking for the power coils, and in order to make a power coil, it doesn't necessarily take, what did I say? Sathium? It actually takes Zascosium. And I didn't get any of that. I'm such an idiot. Okay, you guys, I know I said we were going over to the creative world to put this thing together, but two things I wanted to share with you right before we go. Number one, when Octavius came over to our base during a live stream, he basically couldn't move because his frames had dropped so low, and I've been trying to figure out exactly what part of my base is causing all of the lag, and I think it's the lighting. I'm going to try maybe in the next few days, because it does cause me some problems too, depending on where I am in the base or if I've given it a chance to load or whatever. I'm going to try to maybe take out some of the lights, because I really did overdo it with the lights, and if it's causing that much problem, then I'm going to take some out so that we can actually move around in here. And the next thing is to show you what is all going to go into this small vessel, because I'm going to build it on the creative server, so it's going to be kind of hard to explain it to you once it's already in there. Now, first, the dirt moment. Here was where the face palm was. I was like, man, I want a homing rocket launcher. Man, I want to upgrade from the Gatling gun to the rail gun, because it does a ton more damage, and it does. But these two things take resources that aren't found on this planet. So it was much more difficult to get them. Rocket launcher, not so much right now, because I got quite a bit of neodymium from all the raiding, and once I get to the moon I can get more, but then I'm always going to need more neodymium, and I'm not sure if that's on every planet. So what I really want to do is I'm gonna use the basic stuff. I've demoted myself back down to the regular rocket launcher and the Gatling gun, which if we look in the constructor here, let's not look in that one because that has all the crazy rare things. Leg. Okay. If we look in this one, which is right now crafting up a bunch of my ores, and we go to here, small vessel only, you can see that if we go to the weapons, these are the only two that are possible with just regular cables, components, electronics, everything you can find on this planet. The other ones take power coils or advanced CPUs. Both of those things take resources from off this planet. So when I make my vessel, just like how I made my hover vessel, and I do the blueprint system, kind of like right here when we go to the blueprints and we can see all this stuff. You can see Hodag's driller here. I'm going to try to make it so that we can have this thing eventually published to the Steam Workshop, so that anybody who wants to can go and get it. However, I still want to make changes to the Hodag driller thing here. I may even make a second mining vessel once I get a little bit further, because now that I've made the first one, the second one's going to definitely be better. But I also want to be able to upload my small vessel once I make it so that it can be put on here. And if I do that, people just starting the game, until you're at other planets or on the moon, you can't really download it. And so I don't want that. I want to make it so that anybody, even starting from the game, gathered a few resources, can make my vessel. So I think I'm going to resort back to getting just the regular Gatling gun and the rocket launcher. And that'll take care of that problem. But let's look at everything else that's going to be in here. We got the Gatling gun, rocket launcher, of course. Talked about that. Now, I'm not sure which type of landing gear I'm going to use. I'll figure that out once I get most of it built. We will need probably only one generator. I think. Maybe more. We'll use a bunch of fuel tanks, you guys. I'm a little bit worried about this going all the way to the moon and back. And with the more, fuel-sucking things on it, we're definitely going to pump it up. We're going to put at least probably 4 fuel tanks on it if I can fit. O2 station and a bunch of O2 tanks, because this is going to be going to planets and other places where there is no O2, and I'm going to definitely need O2. So we're definitely going to make sure that it has a lot of O2. The RCS, we're going to load it up so we got good mobility. We can dodge some of the stuff that's flying at us from all of these different like spaceports and stuff that are trying to kill us. Starter, we're going to put some spotlights on it. Here's the cockpit. I think I'm going to choose cockpit 9, but I'm not sure yet. We got the ammo box, which I think I just need 1 ammo box. That should be fine. And then the mobile constructor and a fridge. Mobile constructor, I'm probably not even going to use much, but I want to have it. Another thing that I want to put on it, now that I'm thinking about it, is on my driller, it's really hard to access a lot of the things. In fact, I've had to cut a hole in the wall in order to actually be able to access the O2 station. So I think what I'm going to do is try to put everything kind of behind the cockpit-ish area or in it somewhere where I can actually open up a door, either a shutter door or a manual door, and actually see and possibly even get in the ship and just access everything inside. So it's going to have to be a little bit bigger, I think, in order to do that. I think that's it. I'm going to run over to the creative world. Now, because I built the entire Hodag driller with you guys, like piece by piece, brought you guys back, I'm probably just going to build most of the small vessel, then bring you over to the creative world and show you what I've done. And yeah, so not so much of a cut. I'm going to get to work and start just designing and building the entire thing right now, and I'll bring you guys back when I'm almost done. Hey guys, here we are in the testing world. I mean, it does fly. It can turn, it can go up, it can go down, forward, backwards a little bit slow. Whoa, actually no, it's really fast. Okay, so let me show you what's on this thing. Okay, so far we have 6 cargo boxes. We got the cockpit. We changed up the cockpit because this one's a much more visible cockpit if I push V. I like how that looks much better than if I was in the other way. We got 2 rocket launchers. I believe we're going to be adding 2 more. We have 2 spotlights. We have thrusters facing down, thrusters facing forward, left, right, but we're going to need more left and right because I want to be able to strafe. Couple down, 4 down, 3 front, I don't know, 2 up, and I think that's enough already up. And then we got a couple back thrusters. I think I'm going to be also adding 2 more of those as we go through. We got our O2 tanks, our O2 station, mobile constructor, manual door in the back, generator, and max consumption is 1.9. We got a max output on 1.8. We'll see if I add another one of those. It might not be bad because we might need more weight on the back of this thing. We got our fridge, we got the core, we got the cockpit. Okay. So, if I get out of this thing, hello, you can see it's not much to look at because I haven't added any of the blocks yet. But look at, if we go in the back, we can actually access the mobile constructor, the fridge, the ammo box, the O2 station, and then we can just close that door and it's all going to be protected. Now here's where the fun part comes in, for me at least. Alright, everybody raise your hand if you've ever watched Star Trek. Oh, by the way, we're adding 2 more Gatling guns too, or whatever these things are called. Star Trek, we're basing this on a Romulan type of design, okay? And that's about as far. I'm not super geek. I can't break down different classes of Romulan spacecraft. But it's going to be a Romulan type of design. That's all I'm going to say, okay? We got to basically curve the wings out forward, and we'll have wings facing out forward. I got to put the landing gear on too yet. And it's hard to really explain, so I'm just going to go ahead and do it and come back when I have most of the outer layer blocks on, and then I'll have to texture and color it. Okay, if you're confused, it makes total sense. What it is I built a giant platform because I realized when I was making my hover vessel over here, the one that's still on top that you guys started to see before, I started to design the outside around what I had and was like, that is a really dumb idea. Look at it, it was too difficult to move around the stuff that I needed to do, so I'm like, I should be making the outside casing first. Came over here, talked to Howitzer, talked to Leowen, some other people, and started to figure out, you know, the warbird is actually Romulan, the bird of prey is Klingon, and both of those are too big for a small vessel. However, the Romulans also had a scorpion vessel. And that kind of looked cool, but I wasn't sure how I'd put guns on it. Then you got the Enterprise with the regular shuttle, which is kind of what I modeled this after, but it's hard. It's still hard. Even though Empyrion has tons of like cool looking blocks and stuff, it is not easy yet to get the exact shape of things, but I built something like it. And that's kind of what I modeled this after. I've also threw on a bunch of different cockpits, picked out different ones, ended up going with the same one that I have for my hover vessel actually, just because I like the way it looks there, I like the way it looks on the outside. So we're going to keep that one. I got 4 rocket launchers, as you can see, and 3 Gatling guns. However, if we turn around and we look on the inside, you can see that there's absolutely nothing in here yet, okay? I might even have room, now that I've designed it this way, may even have room for a passenger seat for Howitzer or for Octavius if they haven't made their small vessel yet. But I got landing gear on this thing, you know, 1 in the front here, 2 in the back. The bigger ones are in the back. And you can see that I've kind of built it up. I got like fake pillars here so I can work underneath it. The bottom of it has a bit of a bevel, if you look at it that way. I'm not done with the back. The back's not going to be just straight. That's boring. Just don't worry about that. And I'm not done with the, you know, the curves on these sides here. I just threw this on. I got to put some spotlights on the sides as well and figure that out. However, you guys, we're going to have to end it because I ran out of time. And I want to get this video out. And next video is going to start with this just being done. And we're going to the moon. The reason I have to end it is because I just spent the last, like day and a half in the hospital. Because I tried grilling again for, not the first time, but I have never really done grilling much. And then I did something dumb, and I ended up in the hospital with really, really bad food poisoning because I'm a bit of an idiot. So I just got back. This video is supposed to be like released in like 2 hours, so it's still going to be a little bit late, but I want to get it out. I got friends coming in, so I can't spend too much more time on it. Otherwise, it's just not going to come out till next week. And we want to get to the small vessel faster than that. So this is what it's going to kind of look like. I didn't get a chance to design the Scorpion one and other stuff like I was going to, but I'm going to finish this up, texture it and everything. I'm going to fill it with all the stuff that we had over on that one over there, but in here, and it's going to be awesome. Or if it's not awesome, I'm going to add more stuff to make it awesome. And that's it, you guys. This thing is going to be boss, and then we're going to the moon. Alright, so if you guys did enjoy today's episode, be sure to hit the like, subscribe, whatever. You know, tweet. Oh, I got my helmet on. There I am. Make sure to hit the like or subscribe button, tweet or comment. But thank you guys for watching, and have a nice day.